Hi traders, welcome to the F Trader. I'm Kay and I'm going to do this Friday briefing for you. But if you like this channel, please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Okay, so in the last session we were talking about gold and how it started selling off. We had taken 50% profit around there, and then we had tightened our stop into a profit. We got stopped out at this region. It's now continued the selling. The selling has continued, and I'll show you guys on the next couple of charts on the USD index Y. And now we're starting to get buyers come back in. It's a Friday afternoon, so I don't like to take positions over the weekend. But if this kind of continues on the Sunday night when the Asian market opens, so we get a couple of little bear flags, by Monday morning we could be taking a long position to the upside again, or this could be a continuation pattern of going lower to test this point, but we'll have to wait and see. But at the moment we are sitting out and watching the market and see what happens to it. But despite that, not much more I can add on gold. But it's kind of broken out of this sideways pattern as well, just to let you guys know. So if I show you guys on a Bollinger Band, we kind of broke out here of that sideways pattern. It was doing nicely. Then it got bought back in. And then I thought, it's doing the sideways pattern again, but it's broken down again. So I don't know if it's going to enter back into this. And if it does, we'll take a long position. If it continues going lower, then we'll have to look and reposition. On the cable, the US dollar index, we have our long position. We were going to take some money off the table because I was worried that this is going to pull back down to the 20 EMA. I still haven't done that, but what I have done is I have tightened our stop to about there. And I'm just hoping in the next couple of sessions it moves a bit higher, so it gives us more of a gap between where our stop loss is and our position. I haven't scaled out of our position. I'm still holding. We have moved it into a profit with our stop loss, but I'm holding. If we can hopefully break out of this position in the next week, we should have higher highs, and then there will definitely be a pullback closer to this 20 EMA. So for those of you that are waiting to take that position, do wait for that and then take a long. But be aware that this bull run's been going on for a while. So if I just draw a quick Fibonacci retracement, I'm just going to do a freehand one. If we draw one up to here, we're looking at the 61.8 is about there. So let's just get rid of that. It's quite possible that it can pull back all the way down to about 131.5. I don't see that happening, but Fibonacci retracement is actually quite a good indicator usually. But the market doesn't look like it's giving up. It's got a good bull run behind it, and there's no doubt that I'm sure it'll test this 20 EMA. But at the moment we're nice and long, and I'm liking the momentum. If I quickly go to the Euro USD, we can see that that position that we've taken, it's kind of got a bit sold into, and then it's still keeping above that 40 EMA, but there doesn't seem to be much volume behind it. It did get broken down into, and that was what got the gold to start breaking down. And I'll show you guys on the US dollar index chart. But if we don't start seeing our position going in a bit higher, we may just close it at break even, or maybe just put our stop, have a very, very tight stop. But we'll keep an eye on that, and I will let you know what I do with that. With regards to the US dollar index, you can see we're having another down day, and that's why gold recovered. But if I go onto a 4-hour chart, we can see that we got the market moving back up, and then we've had this massive spike, usually stops people out, and then we've just had the selling continuing. As mentioned before, if we start breaking down here into a better, so if you can see the market moved up first, and then now it's moved back down to where it's kind of started off on the day. I would like to see this starting to break down and kind of giving this point a test. But we'll have to see if that happens in the next trading sessions or a couple. This will be quite prominent of which way this starts going into a direction, that what positions we'll take on gold and our pound dollar. But our pound dollar, the cable, it seems that the pound, despite when the dollar index is strengthening, it's not having much of an effect. It's got a good bull run behind it, so that's why I'm liking that position at the moment. I'm just going to touch upon Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's been an interesting one because I am still waiting for this to do a pullback here to this region, and it seems that it's a bit stuck. You know, it hit the 48,000, got sold into. Now it's done the just above, you know, close to the 49,000, and it kind of pulled back. So I don't know. These could be bull flags, and it may start doing a higher high, and that means we would have missed an opportunity. But I'm fine. I'm more than happy not to take a position with a position that I'm not comfortable with taking. But I would like to see this break down at some point and hopefully take a position. I've always found Bitcoin very difficult to gauge on a technical side because it's the movements are very, very random. But at the moment, you know, I will not be doing anything with Bitcoin until we start seeing a sell-off. I hope you guys have a good weekend, and I'll give you guys a brief on Monday. Thanks.